Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Fear Effect Retro Helix, the game that takes place before the game. I hate it when sequels are actually prequels. It's weird. Let's talk to this guy.
Join me in a simple game.
Who are you? Why am I here?
We live, each one of us, to conquer, control, possess. The game may change, but the rules are always the same. Only the strong survive.
I see. If two soldiers move into the same square, the stronger one wins the space.
Men of war such as yourself always understand combat. The first to capture the opponent's flag, win.
I'm ready when you are.
So we are playing some sort of a chess game. We have 4 of these matches to play. Each one will take place on a different board. It did take me a little while to figure out quite how this works. But I never lost, so that's a good thing. That would have been more editing I would have had to do. So I have this in fast forward mode because otherwise we would be here a while. I have never claimed to be a brilliant military tactician. I went with the process of keeping one of my stronger guys guarding the flag at all time. That way, no matter what happened, I would have at least something to block it if one of their dudes got too close. Fortunately, the computer doesn't seem to really go too much on the offensive. They will send one guy at a time, so it's pretty easy to deal with that. And as you can see, for the most part, I just send one guy at a time as well. I have seen people do this where they send multiple guys and just bunch them all up and take the flag pretty quickly as well. So there are probably multiple strats you can use for this. But this is not a walkthrough. We're going to lose a lot of dudes in this process, but we will make it through. So how's that GTA Definitive Edition Trilogy collection working out for everybody?
Well done. Let us begin our next battle.
Working out good? People happy with that purchase? Holy shit, I've been watching videos throughout the day on that. You always have to take what people say on something like YouTube with a certain level of grain of salt. But I've seen at least 5 or 6 videos of people talking about this trilogy, and they're all saying the same thing. So that tells me there has to be some level of accuracy when it comes to those complaints. I'm saying all this is recent news as I'm doing this recording. This video probably won't be up until the end of the month, so that'll be old news by then.
Well done. Ready for the next match?
If I did not fast forward this, we would be here forever. This video is already longer than I wanted it to be. One thing I'll say about this game, they do give you a variety of puzzles to do. I think there are way too many puzzles, and a lot of them I don't like. But at least they give you a variety. And stuff like this is just the kind of batshit insane, crazy, out of left field stuff that I would never imagine in a million years that they would throw in here. And we're not done with the puzzles. This might be the most puzzle-heavy video of the LP, but we will have more. Although they're done a little bit differently. If you remember, we have to complete these trials in order for, I assume, that deity to consider us worthy. Worthy of what, I'm not sure.
Excellent. You have impressed me.
It's all about defense, General.
Now, let us begin our final match.
Okay, there was a little bit of defense, but I generally went on the offense. This one is kind of a rough one because you don't have any large soldiers, so you have to deal with the medium ones. One thing that can work is just send your dudes after the medium ones, get rid of them, and then dodge the larger ones until you get to the flag. That's what I ended up doing, in a way. There are times I get down towards the bottom and I know I'm about to lose a soldier and I don't really feel like bringing another one all the way down. But at the end of the day, I didn't have any choice. That has to really suck for people who bought that GTA collection on PC. For anybody who's seen that collection, one of the things that is weird is the rain effect and how it's just this screen filter. I've seen people complain about how little they can see when it's at night and raining. And about as much as they can see during those sections is about how much I can see when I play a game. Granted, I don't have a bad rain filter over my bad eyesight, but still, I don't see much.
You are indeed a worthy opponent. Allow me to present you with this medallion. Listen well, Glass. Chun Xiongdi set out to accomplish immortality. After questing a lifetime, he found his potion of eternal life. But the elixir that granted him an immortal body did not give him an immortal mind. And so his body became an undying prison. His actions unknowingly provided the seed that unleashed the One. Take heed, my son. Open your mind and your heart. It may be your only deliverance.
One trial down, and one more to go as Glass, and then we will switch over to Hannah. That is actually really terrifying, that whole idea of the living corpse, but his mind dies. I guess it could be worse. His mind could be undying and his body could be decaying. That would be pretty messed up. You gotta feel bad for anybody who bought that GTA collection. It's really sad that companies fuck up remasters like that. Until this one, the biggest fuck up on a remaster I was aware of is the Silent Hill 2 and 3 collection. I still think that one's really bad. I'm not sure which one would be worse. Alright, Glass, get to running! A lot of people have no problems with this part, but I had a lot of trouble. The issue that I talked about last video with the character placement in the background was a lot more apparent in this section. There are times where it looks like this character is walking on air. Not as obvious as the Spider-Man sections. That was pretty weird. I should have recorded some of that to show. Unfortunately, I missed a death animation here. I was not aware there was one here, or I would have recorded it. This is another example of these horrible camera angles in this game that are so far zoomed out. Oh boy. Oh geez. I've played Uncharted and Tomb Raider before. I know how this ends. Where the camera is so far zoomed out, the character becomes basically a pixel on the screen. This game loves having those horrible camera angles, and I really don't like them. There is a save point here. I would recommend using it. Although you may not need it. Most people don't seem to have trouble with these running segments. I did. Oh, geez, he's back. Son, I do not have your Kit Kat bar. You probably left it at home. With your wallet. And your spare change. Which, if you had your spare change, you could have bought yourself another Kit Kat bar at the vending machine. You don't have to be coming after me for my change. I don't have any money. Jerk. I guess that's really the monster's fault for being a fan of Kit Kats. Wait, I'm a fan of Kit Kats. Damn it! But only if they've been in the freezer for a while. Meanwhile, playing as Hannah, I assume this is going on at the same time as the stuff we just played as Glass. That would be my guess. And with this puzzle, I don't really know. I do have some color blindness. I assume you have to match that pattern at the bottom, and I assume those symbols on the left and right are a clue to how these colors have to be put in. I looked this up. I don't really know. I can tell which colors need to go in which of the 4 slots, but I'm not sure if there's a specific order to them. I assume there is, and I'm just not seeing it. I never in a million years would have got this puzzle without looking it up. So thank God I didn't try playing this game back in 2000. That would have been bad times for me. Or I just would have quit playing the game. Like I did the first game. Although, to be fair, that game I played until probably my first enemy encounter and got killed and gave up after dying several times. That was not a fun experience. I had a lot more fun the second time I tried that game, which was when I recorded it for this channel. I wish I had played this one first, since this game takes place before the first game. So I can't really offer any helpful tips to this one. I'm not even sure how to describe that puzzle. It's weird. Save your game before coming through here. What awaits us in here? What new puzzle awaits Hannah? The same one we already went through as Glass, apparently. Huzzah. I'm trying to be careful when walking on this camera angle because I cannot see my character, and I'm not wanting to walk into the fire that I see up ahead. This being another camera angle like I was talking about earlier, where I really can't see my character. I am finding it easier to see when playing this game on my new computer. Since the monitor is smaller than my TV, it's a lot less area for me to cover when I'm trying to look at something. So that's helpful. I tried to cut some of my waiting for an opportunity to run past those fire jets. Oh geez, he's back. Run, Hannah, run! Look. Whatever your name is, Hannah does not have your Kit Kat bar either. I would get annoyed sometimes. I'm trying to walk as close to the corners as I can, and sometimes the character would get stuck on a wall and turn around and start walking back towards him. I assume it's a he. It could be a she. I don't really know. I'm not a fan of that. I know, dude just wants his Kit Kat bar, but we ain't got it. And if we did, we would be saving it for ourselves. Or at least I would be, anyways. I'm pretty sure Hannah would, too. She seems like she would be a fan of Kit Kats. But again, only if they're cold. You don't want a melty Kit Kat bar. So in this section, I was trying to take the wrong path so that I could get the death animation. I didn't realize that the route you take during this part changes from the one we went through as Glass. So, no death animation. Which is too bad because I love those death animations. Especially when it's the female characters that go, wait, what? 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 We're just gonna move on, pretend that nothing was said there. Run, Hannah, run! Do not get stuck on the wall, Hannah. Do not get stuck on the wall. I can see how, if somebody can see well, this section would be really easy. I actually got pretty far ahead of this thing this time. Sucker. You go find your own Kit Kat bar. In hell! I think that's going to be the name of the video.
Take these as proof of your worthiness. Before you take your passage, you must choose the fate of your adversary, Goddess.
Wake him up. He's got info I need.
Where am I? What you all looking at?
Who the hell do you work for?
Answer her, damn it.
You need a haircut and a shave, mate.
You mother...
Wait, we need him.
All right. No need to get your panties in a bunch. A few years back, this skinny Chinaman knocked on me door. The deal is, they'll give me cash and drugs. I do the occasional house cleaning.
You don't look like a stim freak.
Not them kind of drugs, mate. Medicine. You see, I got myself this little medical problem. Well, me and about half the world.
You have ends? Aren't you a little fat?
I'm not fat. I'm stocky. I've been living with the damnation for almost 8 years now.
Impossible. 4 years is the max life expectancy.
If that's true, why don't they market their drug? They'd make fortunes.
They have fortunes, and they ain't much into benefiting your fellow human beings either.
Why hire us to steal something they already own? And why the ambush?
To prevent someone else from having it. Dead men tell no tales.
Great, so now we're all square. You mind telling me how I ended up here? Who the hell are you people? And what's with the fellow in the getup over there?
You expect us to believe that you don't remember a thing?
You've mistaken me for someone who gives a flying hoot what you believe, mate. This was my final gig. They said the little jar I jacked is gonna squash this bug in me. When I delivered the tea, the old Chinaman tried to double-cross me, so I squashed the bugger. On my way out, I got jumped. When I woke up, you people were all over me.
He's full of shit.
Chun Chang, is he telling the truth?
What is the truth? The pure and simple truth is rarely pure and never simple. But the...
Oh, crap. Here we go again. No offense to His Majesty over there, but you're not gonna listen to a fortune cookie machine, are you, Hannah?
Have a little faith, Glass. It's not gonna kill you.
I did once, and I don't intend to make that same mistake ever again. So don't you dare tell me about faith. Faith is for the weak.
Fine, whatever. I'm going after Rain.
Don't mean to interrupt your little squabble, but I need me fix!
Whoever is behind all this has our stuff. If you tag along, stay the hell out of my way.
What are you gonna do, mate?
Oh, I'm not gonna miss this for the world.
Awesome, so we have a couple items to put in place, and we can move forward. Unfortunately, we are not going to play as Deke the rest of the way. His section was really short. Well, if I end up doing what I plan on doing for the finale, we might see a little bit of him. He's still in the game, we just don't play as him. Which is unfortunate because I do like Deke.
What's our destination?
That island.
Hang Lyson. Legend has it that the 8 immortals were once human. I remember childhood stories about their ventures into the mortal world to help mankind.
Now what, goddess?
There, straight ahead.
She's a bossy one.
Tell me about it.
Christ, does this end?
How much further you think?
No way to tell. This damn fog.
Deke! Deke! I can't see Deke! Glass!
Anna? Deke! I don't believe this.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Hold on, Rain, I'm coming.
So just as soon as this group gets together for the first time, they are separated. These 3 being the 3 from the first game. And if you are watching this in order and have not seen the first game yet, well, you'll get to see plenty of them in that one. But no Rain, she's not in that game. Although it is explained in this game why she's not in it. But I won't spoil that. So we're on a bit of a scavenger hunt. We have 4 items to pick up from these 4 things, which are going to be teleporters. That'll be next video when I start showing that off. This is kind of a weird musical choice, although I could say that for most of the soundtrack. We are going to get a couple of really nice pieces of music later on in the game. And I have really loud neighbors outside right now. Not sure what the hell is going on out there. There is a save point right there if you want to use it. There's also one by where we picked up the first of these items. So if you would like to utilize them, you can. If you want to track them down, I would do so now before enemies show up. Oh yes, kids, we will finally get enemies again. Just not this video. And you might be asking, what are these items that we are picking up? What are they used for? Well, don't worry, kids. I am not going to make you wait until the next video to find out. We are going to go use them now. As soon as I can get to the door. Tank controls do not make games like this easy on me. Plus, the developers of games like this typically don't know how to use these camera angles effectively. I rarely have the issue with the old Resident Evil games that I tend to have with any other games of this style. Granted, sometimes that's because I know those games so well, but still, I think a lot of it is they knew how to design a game like this. Let's see what's behind this door!
So, we meet again for the first time. I'm sorry, I'm looking for Rain. She is part of the equation. But be careful, Hannah. The decision you make today will affect countless lifetimes. You may not like what you find up there. Take these. Before you can proceed to the tower, you must first pass the elemental challenge. Earth, water, gold, fire, and wood. Then there is pain, Hannah. The tower holds painful memories. Yet, the answers you desire are up there as well. No! No more challenges! Why me? There is a debt, and we are the payment. You were born with... Enough said. Take them. Now go!
To know our life's destiny would remove the meaning, Hannah. Meaning, this is just your sick idea of paying a debt and nothing more.
Perhaps. But we both know your unique abilities bind us. Sorry to run, Hannah. Let's see how you do this time around.
Okay, I know who that demon is. That gets explained in the first game. I'm going to show off the save point. I don't know what the deal is with old Hannah there. That's never explained as far as I know. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time with more Fear Effect Retro Helix.